Today, we probably have the 10 widest tornadoes from least biggest to biggest in width. So I'm just going to get straight into it since I'm already tired. So yeah. Number 10, Yazoo City, Mississippi. 1.75 miles wide, EF4. The Yazoo City, Mississippi tornado was an EF4 tornado that was 1.75 miles wide and traveled 148.97 miles across Louisiana and Mississippi. It also happened in 2011, and it also injured 148 and killed 10 people, 4 of which were in Yazoo City itself. And the damage was immeasurable. 9. Sulphur, Oklahoma, 1.76 miles wide, EF3. The Sulphur, Oklahoma was an EF3 tornado that was 1.76 miles wide and traveled 13.80 miles. Injured 2, and thankfully didn't cause any fatalities. 8. Buckland, Kansas, 1.80 miles wide, EF3. The Buckland, Kansas tornado was an EF3, 1.80 miles wide, traveled 20.90 miles, and didn't cause any injuries or fatalities, thankfully. 7. Lindale, Texas, 1.83 miles wide. It was an EF2 tornado that traveled 25.92 miles. It injured 2 and unfortunately didn't kill anybody. The 4th largest tornado being an F4 that hit Marshanon State Forest in Pennsylvania, and it was a quite long tornado traveling 69 miles across Pennsylvania with a 1.89 mile wide path, and thanking the Lord, had 0 injuries and deaths. We are now in the top 5, with the 5th widest tornado being our first 2-mile wide tornado. And according to my sources, it was exactly 2.00 miles wide. And it was, of course, Partyville/Cambria, Wisconsin. It was only an EF2 tornado, and it too only had 2 injuries and 0 deaths. Kind of seeing a pattern here. 4th widest is the Trousdale, Kansas EF3, which was actually a part of the same exact storm as the 1.7 mile Greensburg EF5 tornado, but it was 11th or 12th, I don't know. We're talking about top 10. But now it was an EF3 that traveled 23.50 miles and only injured 1 person. Now we're on the podium. Top 3 tornadoes. Top 3 widest tornadoes. The 3rd widest tornado was the Bassfield So-So EF4 tornado that traveled over 60 miles, injuring 99 and killing 8. Which was actually pretty recent, 2020. And now, 2nd widest, Hallam, Nebraska. It was 2.50 miles wide. Killed 1 person with 28 injured, traveling 54 miles. That is a pretty long track tornado, if you ask me. And now, the single tornado that everybody knows about, if not the 2 more F and EF5 tornadoes, but probably the most well-known Oklahoma tornado. Actually, probably the most known tornado in general to Americans. The 2013 El Reno EF3 tornado, with a mind-boggling 2.6 mile wide width. But this isn't to be confused with my first documentary of the 2011 El Reno EF5. 2013 probably had even stronger winds. El Reno 2013 did sadly end the lives of 4 of the best storm chasers that have ever lived. But on that sad note, this is the end of this documentary. So I will see you in Rolling Fork, Mississippi. Wink, wink.